Apple just pulled the curtain back, and the laptop world will never be the same. If you thought your current MacBook was fast, think again. We are officially entering the era of the M5 Pro and M5 Max, and Apple isn't just iterating, they are completely reinventing the logic of what a computer can actually do. For years, we've seen steady gains, but today, Apple dropped a Fusion architecture bomb. We're talking about a dual-die design that allows for an unheard-of 18-core CPU and up to 40 GPU cores. But here is the number that should make every creator and developer stop in their tracks, 4 times. The M5 series delivers up to 4 times better AI performance compared to the already powerful M4. Whether you're running complex LLM workflows or editing 8K video in DaVinci Resolve, the bottleneck is officially dead. And it's not just the chips. Apple is finally addressing the one thing we've been begging for, storage. The M5 Pro now starts at 1 TB, and the M5 Max starts at a massive 2 TB. They even boosted the SSD speeds to a mind-bending 14.5 GB per second. Combine that with the new N1 chip, which brings Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread support, and you're looking at a machine that is virtually future-proof. Now, let's talk about the real-world impact. If you're a photographer or a 4K editor, the M5 Pro gives you a 50% jump in GPU performance year over year. But if you're a Max user, you're playing in a different league. With 614 GB per second of memory bandwidth and support for up to 4 external displays, this isn't a laptop anymore, it's a portable supercomputer. Yes, there is a catch. Apple has increased the starting price to $2,199. But when you factor in the doubled storage and a battery that lasts an insane 24 hours on a single charge, the value proposition starts to shift. You're paying more, but you're getting a machine that can handle 8 times faster AI prompts than the original M1. But here is the absolute unthinkable part. While these M5 beasts are arriving in stores right now, rumors are already swirling about a total redesign, potentially with a touchscreen, coming as early as the M6 later this year. So, the million-dollar question is, do you jump on this raw power today, or do you wait for the design revolution? One thing is for sure, with the M5 Pro and Max, Apple has set a bar so high, the competition isn't just behind, they're in a different zip code. The only question left is, how much power do you actually need? Apple has finally broken its own rules. We are officially witnessing the great reshuffling of the Mac lineup. While the M5 Pro and Max are grabbing the headlines for their raw power, the real story is how Apple is fundamentally changing who can own a Mac. For the first time, Apple is aggressively attacking every price point, from the $499 student who just needs a reliable tool to the $7,500 Hollywood editor who needs a mobile supercomputer. The architecture of the future, fusion and neural acceleration. To understand why the M5 Pro and M5 Max are insane, you have to look at the fusion architecture. In the past, scaling a chip meant making the die bigger, which is expensive and physically difficult. With M5, Apple is bonding 2 separate silicon dies together into a single system on a chip. This isn't just 2 chips sitting next to each other, macOS sees them as one unified brain. This allows for a massive 614 GB per second of memory bandwidth on the M5 Maximum. To put that in perspective, that is fast enough to stream dozens of 8K video tracks simultaneously without the computer even breaking a sweat. But the real hidden genius is the neural accelerator built into every single GPU core. Traditionally, AI tasks were handled by the neural engine. Now, Apple has decentralized that power. By putting AI accelerators directly into the graphics cores, the M5 series can process large language models, the tech behind ChatGPT and Apple Intelligence, up to 4 times faster than the M4. This means your Mac isn't just a calculator, it's a local AI server that lives in your bag, doing all the heavy lifting without ever needing to send your data to a cloud server. The connectivity revolution, Wi-Fi 7 and Thunderbolt 5. Connectivity has always been a pro bottleneck, but the new N1 wireless chip changes that. The M5 MacBook Pro is among the first to support Wi-Fi 7, offering multi-gigabit speeds and lower latency. In a world where we are constantly moving massive files between devices, this is a game changer. Imagine downloading a 100 gigabytes project in minutes rather than hours. And then there's Thunderbolt 5. With up to 120 gigabits per second of bandwidth, you can now daisy-chain multiple 6K displays or connect ultra-fast external storage that actually matches the speed of the Mac's internal SSD. Speaking of SSDs, Apple finally listened to the pros. The M5 Pro now starts at 1 terabyte of storage, and the M5 Max starts at 2 terabytes. They even doubled the SSD speeds to a blistering 14.5 gigabytes per second. This means the base model is finally a machine you can actually use for professional work on day one. The MacBook Neo, the unthinkable entry point. While the pros are drooling over the M5 Max, the rest of the world is looking at the MacBook Neo. This is Apple's most aggressive move in a decade. By putting the A18 Pro chip, the same brain found in the flagship iPhone 16 Pro, into a fanless, silent laptop chassis, Apple has created the ultimate student machine. At a starting price of $799 and as low as $499 in some regions with specific configurations, the Neo is designed to kill the high-end Chromebook and budget Windows market. It's light, it's made of 90% recycled aluminum, and it comes in fun, bold colors like citrus and indigo. But it's not a toy. With 16 hours of battery life and support for Apple Intelligence, it's more powerful than many Windows laptops that cost twice as much. This is Apple's invitation to the ecosystem. Once a student starts on a Neo, they are an Apple user for life. The Display King, Studio Display XDR. We can't talk about the new MacBooks without mentioning the new Studio Display XDR. Apple finally brought the tech from the $5,000 Pro Display XDR down to a more accessible 27-inch form factor. With 2000 nits of peak brightness and over 2000 local dimming zones, this monitor makes HDR content look like you're looking through a window. It even includes the 12MP center stage camera and a 6-speaker system that delivers 30% deeper bass. For the professional who needs color accuracy but doesn't have a Hollywood studio budget, this is the final piece of the puzzle. The dilemma, to buy or to wait. So, where does this leave you? If you are on an Intel Mac, or even an M1, the jump to M5 is staggering. We are talking about 8 to 9 times faster AI performance compared to the M1. The M5 Pro and Max are built for the next 5 to 7 years of software evolution. However, the October shadow is real. Rumors of an M6 redesign with a potential touchscreen and a thinner OLED display are already surfacing. But here is the truth, tech will always move forward. If you need a workstation today that can handle the AI revolution, 8K video, and multi-day battery life, the M5 series isn't just a safe bet, it's the most powerful tool Apple has ever put in a laptop. Apple has drawn a line in the sand. They are no longer just making good laptops, they are building the infrastructure for an AI-driven future. Whether you choose the accessible MacBook Neo or the ultra beast M5 Max, you are stepping into a new era of computing. The only question is, are you ready for this much power?